Moving on to Lekki, activities of the NSAS protesters is already ongoing. Lekki area of Lagos, the protesters are seen chanting, saying they're not relenting until their demands are met. Our correspondent, Olu Phillips, who is monitoring the area, joins us now to give us an update. Hello, Olu. Hello, Olu. What's the situation there now in Lekki?
Sorry, Laddie. I'm sorry. I was calling the engineer. Sorry, Laddie. This is it. I mean, this place is beginning to build up in terms of the momentum we usually see from this time into the evening, late in the night, and early and the wee hours, as we always do. But there's a significant change, or something that seems to want to distort the processes here, which is the announcement by the state governor as regards curfew for 4 p.m. today. Now, what we have heard from backstage, which is behind me, is a lot of motivation, saying to the people, this is the latest information, don't be daunted, don't feel dismayed, we going nowhere, as it were. And they have developed some kind of a strategy which says that, well, when it comes to curfew means wherever you are, you stay there where the curfew meets you. So apparently, for them, the curfew is going to meet them here at 4 p.m. and they have said it vehemently that they're going nowhere, and they're not sure how government is going to do this, but they are very resolute about staying here. And I'm going to speak again to a protester who also shared his views with me on what do you make of the curfew for 4 p.m.
I think this is unrealistic. This is unfair for you to just come up with a curfew at this point. We have enough peaceful protesters here at Lekki toll gate, and all we are requesting is the 5 for 5. So bringing out a curfew around 12 that everybody should leave at 4 p.m. is not good enough. Yeah, this is now a case of not restoring peace but creating anarchy. Because according to your tweet, you are saying it's because of what is happening. That's why you are creating a sudden form of curfew. We are not telling the government not to pick up the thugs that are trying to hijack the peaceful protest. We are telling them we have not been seeing police acting out to work with us. But what we are doing is just a peaceful protest. Speak to us. We have given you things to do. We have given you the actions to take. But all of a sudden, there's a curfew coming.
What are you going to do when it is 4 o'clock?
When it's 4 o'clock, we are all going to converge here. We are staying here. We are not leaving this spot. Curfew is meant, wherever you are, when you have a curfew is where you are meant to stay. So we are going to be here. We are not harmed. We have just bottled water and what we drink. We'll sit down on the floor. If the soldiers, if the armies are coming, we'll be here, just sitting down. And we'll keep telling the government what we really want.
Do you also appreciate that what the government is trying to do is to restore some kind of sanity? A police station has been burnt down in Orile, and a lot of people are beginning to extort people, and you guys are not able to bring in those who have perpetuated themselves to really make this process skewed a bit.
Yes, we appreciate what the government is doing, but there are better ways to go about it. Not going about it by creating a sudden form of awareness to distort what we are doing. All the places where there have been issues, the government is entitled to send in securities to pick up all the thugs that are there. All the places that have had issues. At Orile, you will never see a placard up there. You will never see people trying to speak up. But here that people are trying to protest peacefully, you are creating a curfew statewide. It is unacceptable. So we will be here, it's a 24-hour curfew. We will be here from 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Wow, this is very loud and this is very strong coming from these guys here. And I mean, we can't tell what the picture will be, but you can be sure that Channels TV will bring you live pictures and live situation report when the curfew takes off at 4 p.m. today. It's back to you, Laddie.
Thank you, Olu. That's our correspondent live at
Jack Dorsey, the Twitter owner, and the Twitter International as a company for actively sponsoring and supporting the NSAS movement by encouraging funding for this movement that have resulted into serious catastrophe for the country. I'm sure most of you are aware of what is happening. Now we have several uprising in the country. Destruction of so many lives and properties is ongoing, and therefore we are calling on Jack Dorsey to come and pay Nigerian government $1 billion in compensation for all the damages that he caused this country. And also, we knew exactly the kind of script they play in other countries when they intervene using their social platform. So for his gross abuse of privilege, because he is a platform owner where most of the gullible Nigerians have joined and have been actively patronizing and supporting him, he went ahead, tweeted that people should donate to a Bitcoin account, an account that is untrackable. To us, the end game is to topple the government, democratically elected government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So as a patriotic citizen, I cannot sit and wait and see our country degenerate like the way we have in Libya, the way we've seen now in Egypt when it turned out to be a graveyard. We cannot allow those kind of damages to happen in Nigeria. And that is why we are here to call on him to make sure that he comply to come and pay Nigerian government $1 billion and settlement for all the damages that is caused in this country. And for him to continue to operate in the Nigerian internet space, he has to open a company in Nigeria, employ local labor, pay local tax, and submit all the evils or all the bad acting that is happening at the back end of the Twitter to the respondent authorities. And that is why if you look at our respondent, we call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to use his constitutional power to stop this protest from going on. Because we cannot afford to have innocent citizens being prevented from actively participating in their fundamental human rights. And you can see we are even calling Attorney General of the Federation, National Security Advisor, Inspector General, DSS. Copies are going to be shared with you. So that is exactly why we are here.
Now, what assurance do you have that Twitter...
Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel.